Hi there. Let's spend a few minutes exploring the concept of marketing objectives. And start with an example. Aldi, the fast-growing discount supermarket chain. Obviously, we know in the UK that Tesco is still the market leader, but what do you reckon the market share in the UK of Aldi is of the grocery market? Well, the data I've picked up is from September 2019, and they had a 8.1% market share. That's their share of the total value of sales of grocery sales in the UK. And it's one example of a marketing objective, market share. Let's do one more example. Back to the humble potato crisp. We know that Walker's is the market leader in terms of the value of crisps sold, but what about the volume of crisps sold in the UK? Well, some data from a year or two ago suggests that Walker's is by far the market leader in terms of sales volume. In 2017, 77 million kilograms of Walker's crisps sold, compared with McCoy's, Kettle, Tyrrell's, 6, 7, 8 times as large as other leading crisp brands. So what we've done there, I've given you two examples of common marketing objectives. Data that helps us work out whether a business has achieved a specific goal, a specific marketing target in relation to its marketing activities, its marketing strategy. Now you may want to pause the video as we're going along just to add to your notes. Here on the screen are the 5 main types of marketing objective. Sales volume, which is going back to our crisps example, the volume, the quantity sold. You might also have an objective in relation to the value of the volume sold, the sales value or revenues. And two very common sales and market share percentages. Sales growth, the growth of the business, that's not the growth of the market, it's the growth of the business itself in terms of the value of the sales, and the growth or the percentage of the market owned by the business, the market share. But there are other marketing objectives out there. I've put one down at the bottom of the list there. Brand loyalty, brand awareness is another interesting and measurable objective for marketing. Well, when we're looking at marketing objectives, in a separate video we'll look at the influences on how you set these objectives. It's clear that there are some significant benefits from setting realistic and relevant marketing objectives. Not the least being, as we know with other functional areas, that by having a set of sensible, realistic, relevant marketing objectives, it means that your marketing strategy, your marketing activities should be aligned with the overall objectives of the business, the corporate objectives. And as we'll see, as we've seen just before there, marketing objectives are often very similar to, if not the same as, some of the corporate objectives, particularly in relation to things like market share. And of course, therefore, these objectives should help you focus. The marketing budget isn't unlimited in most businesses, therefore it's about identifying what are the priorities for the marketing mix, how to allocate resources to ensure that the marketing objectives are achieved. And of course, as with all good objectives, it gives us a way of measuring performance. Now, there are some downsides, as there are with all business objectives, functional objectives, in this case marketing. I think one of the issues with marketing is that there's relatively few businesses that aren't operating in fast-changing, dynamic markets. So there's always a risk that something happens in the external environment, perhaps a new competitor, perhaps some changes in legislation, which makes marketing objectives not obsolete, but may make them harder to achieve. There's also obviously a potential conflict between the different marketing objectives you can set. For example, you may have an objective to increase market share, and you decide to do that by cutting selling prices, but that may have implications for the brand awareness, brand loyalty. It may also have implications for revenues, depending on the price elasticity of demand. And I think it's also, this is particularly the case with marketing objectives, it's also very easy to be quite ambitious with your marketing objectives. Aldi there, 8.1%. Could it achieve 10%? Well, yeah, possibly. It's going to be hard work, but there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to get to 10% of the UK market. But if they came out with a marketing objective of being a 15 to 20% market share, you might argue that that really is pushing it too far, because there are too many variables in there, too many competitors, too many things that can happen that make that marketing objective difficult to achieve. There we go. That's just a quick introduction to and an overview of the main types of marketing objective.